Alright, welcome to Module 1.3. In this module, we'll be discussing installing and setting up a SIEM platform. In previous modules, we discussed the purpose of a Security Operations Center, also known as a SOC, and also learned about SIEM platforms and the role they play in monitoring security events. However, understanding SIEM at the theoretical or conceptual level is only the first step. In real cybersecurity environments, SOC analysts must also understand how SIEM systems are actually installed, deployed, and configured within an organization's infrastructure. The term deployment refers to the process of installing and setting up a system so that it can begin operating within an environment. In real-world organizations, SIEM platforms are deployed so they can collect logs from many different systems across the organizations. Examples of these systems include servers. What are servers? Servers are computers that provide services or resources to other systems on the network. And we have endpoints. These are devices such as laptops, desktops, and workstations used by employees. Then there is firewalls. Firewalls are security devices that monitor and control network traffic. We have applications, which are software programs used within the organizations. Each of these systems generate logs. What is a log? A log is a recorded event or activity that occurs within a system. For example, a user logging into a computer, a file being accessed, a network connection being established, a program being executed. Once the SIEM platform is deployed, it begins collecting these logs and analyzing them. This allows SOC analysts to monitor security events in real time, detect suspicious behavior, investigate potential security incidents. Okay? In this module, we will introduce the process of installing and accessing a SIEM platform. For training purposes, this course focuses on Splunk, which is one of the most widely used SIEM platforms in SOC environments. Splunk is also considered beginner-friendly, making it a good platform for students learning SOC operations. By the end of this module, you guys will learn how SIEM platforms are deployed, how to access the SIEM dashboard, how SOC analysts begin interacting with the system, and why SIEM deployment is important. Now let us discuss why SIEM deployment is important. Before a SOC team can begin monitoring security events, the SIEM platform must first be properly installed and configured. Configuration refers to the process of setting up the system so that it operates correctly and performs the intended task, while deployment allows the organization to collect logs from different systems and analyze them in one centralized location. Now, what is a centralized platform? A centralized platform means that instead of checking many different systems separately, analysts can view all security events from one single dashboard or interface. When a SIEM platform is properly deployed, organizations gain several important capabilities. First on the list is to monitor security events in real time. Real-time monitoring means that security events are observed as they occur rather than being reviewed hours or days later. This allows SOC analysts to detect suspicious activity immediately. We have detect suspicious activity across systems. Attackers often move between different systems when performing an attack. Because a SIEM collects logs from many systems simultaneously, it can detect patterns of suspicious activity that might not be visible when examining systems individually. After detecting, what's the next step? It is to investigate incidents quickly. Now, when an incident occurs, analysts can use the SIEM platform to search historical logs and identify what happened. This helps answer questions such as which user accessed a system, which IP address initiated a connection, when did the suspicious activity occur. Okay? And the last on the list is to maintain historical log records. SIEM platforms store logs for long periods of time. Organizations may keep logs for months or even years, depending on regulatory or compliance requirements. These historical logs help organizations investigate past incidents and demonstrate compliance with security regulations. Without deploying a SIEM platform, it becomes very difficult for organizations to detect and investigate security threats across their infrastructure. Now, let us go to the overview of Splunk SIEM. Splunk is a powerful data analysis platform that is commonly used as a SIEM within Security Operations Center. The platform is designed to collect, analyze, and visualize machine-generated data. Machine-generated data, it refers to data automatically created by computers, devices, and applications during their normal operations. Examples include login records, system errors, network connections, application activity. Okay? Splunk works by collecting and indexing large volumes of log data. Indexing is the process of organizing data in a way that makes it easier and faster to search. Once the data is indexed, Splunk provides a powerful search interface that allows analysts to quickly locate specific security events. Let us talk about the key features of Splunk. Splunk provides several important features that make it useful for SOC operations. First on the list is log data ingestion. Splunk collects log data from many different systems such as servers, applications, network devices, and endpoint computers. This process is called data ingestion. Data ingestion refers to the process of importing raw data into the SIEM platform so that it can be processed and analyzed. Second is data indexing. After logs are collected, Splunk performs data indexing. Indexing organizes the data into a structured format. A structured format means that the information is arranged in a way that allows the system to quickly locate specific data. This makes it possible for analysts to search millions of log events within seconds. Another great advantage is powerful search capabilities. One of Splunk's strongest features is its search functionality. SOC analysts can use the search bar to query log data using search commands. A query is a request for specific information from a database or data set. Analysts may search for a specific username, a particular IP address, an activity within a certain period of time, a specific system event. This capability makes Splunk extremely powerful for security investigations. We'll move on to dashboard and visualization. Splunk provides virtual dashboards that present security information using charts, graphs, and statistics. Visualization helps analysts quickly understand large amounts of data. Examples of dashboard information include number of login attempts, network traffic patterns, alert statistics, and system activity trends. If unusual patterns appear, analysts can investigate further. We'll go to alert generation. Splunk can automatically generate alerts when certain conditions are detected. An alert, of course, you should know that, is a notification that indicates something suspicious or unusual that might have occurred. For example, Splunk may generate an alert if a user fails to log in multiple times, a user attempts to access restricted resources, suspicious network traffic is detected. If any of the above that I mentioned happens, these alerts notify SOC Analyst that further investigation may be required. Now, let us talk about the basic Splunk architecture. To understand how Splunk processes data, it is important to understand its architecture. Architecture refers to the structural design of a system and how its components work together. Splunk typically consists of three main components. We have the forwarders. And now, what are forwarders? Forwarders are lightweight software agents that are installed on systems within the network. An agent is a small program that performs a specific task automatically. Forwarders collect log data from systems such as servers, endpoints, and application. They then use these logs they then send these logs to the Splunk server for analysis. Next on the list is indexer. The indexer is responsible for receiving incoming log data. It performs several important tasks, like processes the data, it organizes the data, and it also stores the data in indexed format. This allows the logs to be searched efficiently during investigations. The third is search head. The search head is the component that provides the user interface. The user interface, often called the UI, is the environment where users interact with the system. Through the search head, SOC analysts can search logs, view dashboards, investigate alerts, and analyze security events. Now, this brings me to the system requirements for installing Splunk. What are the requirements? Before installing Splunk, first, the system must meet certain hardware and software requirements. Okay? These requirements ensure the platform can handle large amounts of log data efficiently. Recommended requirements include operating system. It can be Windows, Linux, or Mac OS. Then your RAM, at least 8 gig of RAM is recommended. We have the storage, at least 20 gig of available storage space is also recommended. Then your internet connection. Okay, so let us go to installing Splunk. Let me walk you through the step of installing Splunk. Okay, so first is I want to believe that you have your Kali Linux installed, because I've been working with Kali Linux. Okay, so in your Kali Linux, you open your browser, and the first thing is to go to the website of Splunk. The website of Splunk is www.splunk.com. So, I'm registered already in Splunk, but if you're not registered, you see the sign up button. Okay, so you should click on sign up if you've not registered, but I'm registered, so I'm going to log in. Alright, so I'm logged in already. Then you come to these trials and downloads. Okay, this is locate the download session, which is this place here. You click on it. So what we are downloading is Splunk Enterprise. Click on the free trial. On the free trial for Splunk Enterprise. Then you download. I have it already on my system, okay? But you have to come to Linux here because we're working with Linux, and then you download the latest version. We're working with Debian, so this is what you're going to download. Me, I'm working with Debian, yeah, so download it, but I've downloaded mine already. Okay. So once you're done downloading it, you run the installer file. You accept the license program, okay? You choose the installation location on your system where you want it to be, stored. File location. Okay. Then when you're done with that, ensure that you create administrator credentials. You'd see there the registration, how to, your administration credentials, your username and your password. Okay, the administrator account allows you to manage and access the Splunk platform. Then once you're done with that, you start Splunk. All right. So because I am already in Splunk, so I'll go back to the beginning, to the home page of Splunk. I have Splunk already. So, to access the Splunk dashboard, after Splunk starts running, open a web browser. Okay, of course, I'm in the web browser. And then log in with the local host 8000. Okay, so let us put local host I already have mine here, so I click on it. This is mine here. Okay, then I click on sign in. Once you sign up, this is what you're going to get. Okay, I have signed up. So as you can see, I'm in the dashboard of Splunk. Now, for those of you wondering what is localhost, what is 8000, the term localhost refers to the local computer on which the software is installed. The local computer that I'm using on which the Splunk software is installed, that is localhost. All right. Now, the port 8000, I beg your pardon, is the network port used by Splunk's web interface. So I've entered my username and my password that I created, and I've been logged in. So now, this is just exactly, look at it, hello administrator. This is just exactly how the dashboard is. You can come here for search and reporting. You search logs, time frame, look at it here. Things that happened for the last 24 hours. Let me work with all time. And let us see if anything has happened for all time. Okay, in our next class, we'll deal with that. So, all right. Thank you for having me in this class.